Greetings, and welcome to my 1 year live stream. It's my 1 year live stream because today marks the 1 year anniversary of me starting the channel. Now, it's not the 1 year anniversary of me starting to do videos. That happened a while after I actually started the channel. A few weeks, actually, I believe. It took me a while to actually start doing it. 1 second. There. So it did take me a while after starting the channel, to actually start recording videos, but in the end, this is the exact day last year that I started this channel, and a lot has happened in this last year. I mean, we've had almost another world war. A plague, and the entire country shutting down. Honestly, it's pretty much easy to say that in the last year a lot has happened, and that's just 2020. But that's just for for the outside world. I mean, on the channel, we've done a fair bit too. I went from having a survival kit, that was just random stuff that I kept in my tackle box, to a survival kit that if I sold it now would be able to go for a few $100. And as I mentioned in multiple previous videos, I am starting that business where I'm going to make and sell weapons and armor and the miscellaneous survival items. And I'm proud to say it will be happening soon. But more on that in a future video. But regardless, in the past year, I have got 41 subscribers, and the channel is close to hitting 41 subscribers, close to hitting, meaning it's close enough to hitting 50. And the channel has gotten over 3,000 views. And that's just amazing. Over the time, I've also done a collab with a much bigger YouTube channel, and he's actually currently in the chat right now. And of course, I have started multiple series. Of course, my most successful one is obviously Versus, but I did also start the Apocalypse Kitchen, which, while only having 2 episodes, which were pretty far apart, I am planning multiple ones, still, and I'm just having some trouble with doing it. But other than that, I have my series of fight scenes. My first one was Street. Person in the chat, I know you're quoting Taxi Driver, and yes, I was referring to you. But as I was saying, that series of fight scenes is going to be continued. I'm working on planning out the second one, which is going to implement the story that was originally supposed to start in the first one, but we didn't because we forgot to record that scene. But regardless, it's going to be continued. And of course, that's basically what we did in the last year. But I also figured it would be a good idea to talk about some of my videos. Specifically, I'd like to start with the videos that I say are my best. And I gotta say, it is pretty obvious that my video quality has declined since my new ones are decent. So, without further ado, here are my favorite videos that I did. Now, to start off, my personal favorite video that I've done so far, gotta say, at the moment, is probably my Zombie Survival Kit 2.0. It's definitely not my best kit. I will say my newest version, my current version is the best one, but at the moment, that one was just my favorite video that I did. I do agree that the layout, setup is better for recording it, but I gotta show. Think that I showed off my kit better in that video. No. Other than that, I think after that would be my Is Anime for Kids video. You see, when it was toward the end of the year, COPPA was about to be implemented, and I was worried that my channel was going to get taken down because I was going to market it as not made for kids, but I've done multiple videos on anime, and there's a lot of debate as to whether anime is for kids or not. And well, I decided to do that video just to say, if you're gonna take down my channel, at least watch this video and make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. And then, of course, I gotta say, every episode of Versus. My first one is easily the most viewed one, Joker versus Pennywise. But, after that, Tracer versus Scout didn't get that many views, but was relatively okay. Then Freddy versus Jason. So far, I've gotten nothing but positive feedback, even though it hardly got viewed. And my newest one, Punisher versus John Wick, albeit right now it only has about 2 views, I think. But I still say it's one of my best episodes of Versus. And of course, regardless, it's just a great series as far as I think. Especially since the series in general was just made to be death battle without bias or inaccuracies. And I think I proved that with Tracer versus Scout, where they claim that Tracer wins when clearly we all know it's Scout. Then, of course, after my episodes of Versus, I'm kind of a little bit biased here, but ZNA Productions versus Alex Steele, who's better? It was the first video on my channel, and I remain stating that it is one of my best videos. Of course, saying that it's one of my best videos means nothing without actual reasoning. I give reasonable debates, to both topics. And of course I give my own opinion while maintaining that both are good in their own ways. And after that, it's kind of like that, but it's more recent, it's probably the most recent video I'm going to mention for my best videos, but MatPat versus Markiplier, the real king of FNAF. At least I think that's what it's called. I haven't checked that out in a while, but it's the video where I discuss which of them really deserves the title of the king of FNAF. Okay, just saw that message in the chat. Thank you. And basically, Markiplier is the one considered the king of FNAF, but MatPat has done more for uncovering the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's than anyone. So, I gave a lot reasonable debate as to who deserves the title: the FNAF's greatest player, or the person who's done more for uncovering the secrets of the game. And I ultimately came to the conclusion that neither of them do. That title belongs to Scott Cawthon. And then, it's time to, I think we should cover my worst videos, or at least the ones that I think are my worst ones. First off, Zombie Plans Part 2, Weapons. I just think I could cover it. It's not a bad video, I just think I could easily cover it better. and I think that I do think I should be a little less annoying about the topic. Then how to sneak snacks into a movie theater. I only did that video because I figured that that I could get a lot of people to watch it, and it didn't turn out that way. I didn't, and the video originally I didn't like it either anyway, so I think it deserves a spot on the list, without a question. Then Zombie Plants Part 1. I honestly had no direction when making that video. I was just saying a bunch of random things, hoping that it would make sense and that people would watch it. Honestly, I didn't have many ideas for content early on. And then, top 10 foods for the zombie apocalypse. That, I don't think I have to argue that one, given the fact that the entire video had no audio, and it was basically a discussion video. The video was me talking without sound. Yeah, that deserves a spot on this list easily. Then, of course, my top 10 favorite anime. I really want to revise the list, and also, well, just the fact that the video is 45 minutes long. Well, in that general area, but way too long. Now, other than that, I do have plans for future videos, but at this moment, I want to hear what kind of videos you guys want. And by that, I mean I want you to tell me what kind of videos you want me to do on the channel. Usually I ask people to just put this in the comment section of my videos, but nobody seems to actually comment. And hello to you in the comment section, well, the chat. But basically, I want to hear what kind of videos you all want me to do on the channel. It could be specific episodes in an episode of Versus. It could be just a general video you'd like to see, a general subject you'd like me to cover in one of my discussion videos, a specific food you want me to cover in the Apocalypse Kitchen, or a specific zombie topic you want me to cover in Zombie Plans. Or maybe just a specific kind of fight you want me to do in I actually did put her channel on my link on mine. Yes, I know how to get to her channel. But regardless, if there's any kind of videos that you guys want to see, I want put it in the chat. I'll look at it, and then I'll consider doing it. And on that note, I kind of wanted to just tell you guys the future plans I have for the channel. Now, recently in my videos, you've seen a lot of Fred, the disembodied mannequin head that I've used for weapon testing a lot. Person in the chat, I severely recommend using autocorrect. It gets annoying, but I can't understand a single word of that. But regardless, back on topic. Fred. So he's been in a lot of my recent videos. Well, not a lot, but he's been there. He's kind of like the voice of reason in some of my videos, but back on topic. I would like to let people know this. Fred is going to be be a reoccurring character. He's gonna keep showing up, and he's not going away anytime soon. But I am currently away right now, and I actually left Fred in charge. Wonder how he's doing back home. Even well, then again, I only gave him one rule: no destroying the house. So, regardless, other than that, I would like to say I am planning on continuing all my current series. Zombie Plans at the moment is having a little bit of trouble, with me actually coming up with plans, and it has been for a few months. But I am not going to be canceling it. Now, my Assassin's Creed gameplay series, that one is a little bit more up in the air. But I am, yes, considering whether or not to continue it or not. And currently, my Clash of Clans gameplay is seriously up in the air at this point. I didn't get any views in the last video, and before that, I only got, 2. I'm seriously debating whether or not to just stop that series. So, regardless, okay. Whoever's okay, see that no one's watching this stream, but I see that someone keeps commenting a bunch of nonsense in the chat. Huh. Weird. But back to the subject I'm trying to say. I'm also I'm also considering trying to redo some of my videos that I do think I could do better now. For instance, Zombie Plans 2 Weapons. That one is one of the main ones I was thinking about redoing, because I do think I could easily do it better now. Because I mean, I didn't really set the bar too high the last time. And of course, top 10 foods for the zombie apocalypse and top 10 episodes of The Walking Dead. Both of those ones had no sound, so as long as I record with audio, it's automatically a step up. And then, of course, I'm not really sure how. What else I'm planning for the future of the channel. But I am currently planning some videos. For instance, I recently went to Harbor Freight, and I was thinking about just doing a video of the tools that I got. And I came up with a design for a weapon that requires no power tools to make, and was thinking about doing a video here soon, actually showing you guys how to make it. And other than that, let's not really anything I can think of. But let's check the chat, see if I got any requests for future videos, and no. Well, that is disappointing. So, all right. Yes, I am taking requests for future videos. And everyone, welcome Memes to the Max to the chat. He is the YouTuber that I did a collab video with when we recorded that fight scene, pretty early on my channel, which to this day is the second most viewed video on my channel, right behind bow staff tricks. Looking back on it, that's a pretty stupid name, because bow is Japanese for staff, so saying it's a bow staff is basically just saying it's a staff, which is weird. So, But yes, we are taking requests for future videos. Yeah, that's any video that I do on my channel, maybe even a new type. Yes, I am going to be continue doing verses for. Well, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. We actually just had our 4th episode, and while it only has a couple views, and by that I mean I think it has 2, might still just have 1, but regardless, it was John Wick versus the Punisher, and I think it might be one of my favorite videos in the series. So, it's actually my first live stream, so I have no idea how to do it without a general direction. But yes, we are still doing verses, and I am taking requests for future episodes. Oh, and I was thinking about doing a series that is just me teaching you how to do various things for zombie survival, such as set up barricades, basic stockpiling, and I was also considering doing a series on specifically on how to start a team, because I have a team and I was seriously considering starting a series. Let's see what this person says in the chat. Yes. I'm taking all requests. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to do it, but regardless, just request it. Alright, so I am considering doing a series where I'm going to do the Riddler versus Loki. How is that a fair matchup? That makes no sense. Both use their mind and tricks. Yes, but Loki is also a god who is able to fight Thor. The Riddler would lose. They both hardly ever fight. Yes, but you're forgetting the fact that Loki can fight Thor, but but the Riddler loses a fight to a guy in spandex. I don't remember ever seeing anything about him having a healing factor. The only interesting thing about the Riddler is when he was played by Jim Carrey. But as I was saying, I am currently working on planning a series of me just doing interviews on the channel. Channel with my zombie team. At the moment, it is currently going through some minor difficulties. Okay. So it's going through some minor difficulties, but is working. But I am currently planning. And at the moment, well, that's really all I can say about that. So, again, this is the first time I've ever done a live stream without any. I'm not answering any personal questions in the chat. It's actually the first time I've done a live stream without a general idea of where I'm going. Well, I did have a plan, but I severely overestimated how long each thing was going to take. Oh, person in the chat. I actually mentioned this earlier in the stream, but my channel just hit 41 subscribers, and just earlier today, got past 3,000 views, which is quite amazing. I mean, not really by your standards, given that you have millions of views, but regardless. Yep. Yep. Here soon, I'm actually going to be able to qualify for monetization, which might not be a good thing. Yeah, considering that I have a history on my channel of getting copyright striked. For instance, I had a video. I did a review of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie when it came out. That got taken down, by Sony. At least I think it was. Oh wait, no, it wasn't Sony. It was someone. But and I have a couple videos that were striked but not taken down. And recently, I had a video that got taken down because you could hear the song "Sweet Home Alabama" in the background. So, and other than that, nothing really notable in that. Can't really help you there. But doesn't YouTube get isn't it where all the money your channel makes, YouTube gets 40%, but you get 60%? As long as you're not demonetized. Interesting. But I know. So now I was thinking would be a good time to discuss COPPA. That stupid thing that was passed, making it to where we all have to comply with a bunch of nonsense rules for no reason other than YouTube not wanting to make things simple. They were illegally collecting data from children. So instead of doing the logic, so they pass a bunch of things that make it to where they can't do that. So they had it to where we had to mark our channel as made for kids or not made for kids. And while I've heard a lot of YouTube channels saying before that it would be a good idea, it didn't involve a bunch of the other stuff that they implied, such as a bunch of cutting out the comment section, the discussion page, 90% of your ad revenue if you do have a channel made for kids. And then there's the fact that if your channel isn't made for kids, and you say it's not made for kids, if there's any hint of your channel being made for kids, your channel gets deleted and you get fined for up to $40,000 for every video. And of course, if you're like me and you post a lot, I mean seriously, in the last year I've posted over 100 videos. I mean, it's not that much compared to some YouTubers, but it's quite a lot given, for a lot of things. So that is pretty bad. But here's my question. Wouldn't it be simpler, to just have a thing to where your account chooses whether or not you're a kid or not, and then sets it so that if you do set it as you being a kid, then all the rules for COPPA apply. But if you set it as not a kid, then you immediately become, then it doesn't. Then it's just like YouTube always has been. And it doesn't, and saying that it's because parents are lazy doesn't make much sense, because This entire thing started because parents were lazy and weren't keeping a track of what their kids were doing. Basically, COPPA was cop. Yeah, it could have easily been not as annoying, but honestly, it makes no sense. This could have easily been been avoided too. But on the bright side, our channels are still able to be run. Especially since a lot of my newer videos are clearly not made for kids. I mean, heck, and also it's not really them stealing it from kids because the data is collected from everyone who uses YouTube. And the kids willingly use YouTube, so since the fact that they collect that information is common knowledge. The only people who wouldn't know is kids. So again, parents, if the parents were supervising their kids, then it would be easily avoidable. Really, COPPA makes no sense. I mean, heck, we don't really even understand what is and isn't made for kids because their description very loose. With the descriptions. Don't and also no burning down the YouTube HQ. If we do that, YouTube shuts down, and then we don't have any of this. And I kind of need YouTube. Besides, it's kind of becoming common knowledge on what makes the internet usable. So if people it's getting to the point of where if someone wants to get rid of the internet, they can just do it. One second, I'm going to adjust the lights. Right. But yes, saying on YouTube that you're going to burn down YouTube headquarters is probably not a good idea. But I will say this. I forgot what I was going to say. So I guess I wasn't going to say that. But the main point I want to make is, with that, COPPA made no sense. It could have easily been avoided. And it really just, messed up a lot of our channels alone. Oh, okay, feel free to invite as many people to the stream as you want. We're celebrating my channel managing to last an entire year. So other than that, I'm not really sure what else I can say. So now that the topic of COPPA has been talked about, I'm not really sure what else there is to talk about. Oh, how is this? So since I started my channel, there's been various really cool anime that have come out. For instance, Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer was the most popular anime of 2019, but I gotta say, Dr. Stone was way better. And season 2 is coming out next year. Maybe this is a hint that 2020 isn't going to pass over to 2021. But regardless, Season 2 of Dr. Stone is going to be an all-out war between Brain and Brawn, which is good because I can't really think of many Brain versus Brawn matchups that I actually liked. But really, I don't really see any way how they could lose this. I mean, the Kingdom of Science has things like antibiotics, steel weapons, and well, just everything else that matters. I mean, think about it like this: if all they really have to do to take down the Sugasa Empire is have short battles, injure them, and then run away. Basic guerrilla warfare. And then their injuries would most likely get infected because they don't have antibiotics like the Kingdom of Science. And then, well, after they get infected, they're not going to be able to last much longer. I mean, seriously, once infection in limbs turns bad enough, it would have to get amputated, and then that's going to require more antibiotics. And again, they don't have that. So so basic guerrilla warfare is all it's going to take to win. But of course, it's anime, so they're going to, so instead of going for the logical route, they're just going to go with all-out battles for it. Either that, or they're going to go with the route of Senku trying to create gunpowder, make more gunpowder, so that he can go with, along with making, actual weapons that could easily win it. Season 2 is either going to be really awesome or really boring, or both. Right. So, other than that, that's really all I can say for that topic. So, well, I think I'm gonna have to pull this. So I think this is where I'm gonna end the live stream. Thank you all. Glad to say that it's been a rather eventful year for my channel. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. A special thank you to everyone who shared my videos. Look, if you're mad about me ending it just as you got here, why not just watch the rest of my videos? I have over 100 more. But thank you for everyone who subscribed. Especially thank you to everyone who who shared my videos with people. Thank you to all my consistent viewers. And well, thank you to everyone else. And of course, thank you all very much for watching. This is Random Man, signing off.